Both him and his father was Sahaba, and he became famous for being the confidant of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He died at Midian, or they call it Madain, 40 nights after the killing of Uthman in the year 35 Hijriah or 36 Hijriah. Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Do not drink in silver or gold utensils, and do not eat in plates or trays made from such metals." For this part, the author of the book, Ibn Hajar rahimahullah ta'ala, he mentioned that this hadith is mentioned here to show that if it is prohibited to eat and drink in gold and silver utensils, then using gold and silver utensils for ablution is also prohibited. Otherwise, this hadith would have been placed in the chapter of eating and drinking. However, other scholars limit the application of the prohibition in this hadith to eating and drinking. As mentioned in the text, eating, drinking, and performing ablution in utensils studded with rubies and diamonds is permissible, according to the rule of things being permissible unless prohibited by a text. So when we look at this first part, that Prophet emphasized that la tashrabu fil aniyah. When we see the word la tashrabu, when we look in the qaida in usulul fiqh, it falls under fi'lun nahi, which forbid us to do. So either if we see the word la tashrabu, there's a la in front there, fi'lun nahi, either it will falls under the category of forbidden or makruh. So forbidden or makruh. Like we see the Quran verse, wala taqrabu zina. How we know that zina or anything leading the action to zina is forbidden? Allah did not say the word haram, harrama, haram. No, just the word la taqrabu. So in usulul fiqh, where this fi'lun nahyi, this is a thing which brings haram or makruh. In this case, it leads to haram. It's not makruh. That same thing goes to, in this hadith, la tashrabu. That means it's not makruh. It falls under haram. That's why it's very important for us, besides studying fiqh, we also must have knowledge of usulul fiqh for us to understand how the rulings derived from the Quran and also from the prophetic tradition. So the Prophet says, la tashrabu, and also wala ta'kulu. So this waw is wawul ataf, where it continues from the word la, it follows. Do not drink in the utensils from the gold utensils or utensils made of gold and silver, and do not eat in sihafiha, which is, we call it plates. Now we use plate. Maybe certain places we use trays, or in Malay we call it dulang. Maybe in some languages that dulang we call it sahan. If Indian Muslim, they call the word sahan. Everything is still same. You are using the big one big tray, 5-6 of you sit and eat, or you're using a small, not only plate, even bowl, whatever utensils you are using to eat or drink, which is made of pure gold, made of pure silver, it is forbidden. And indeed, so second part, Prophet says, فَإِنَّهَا لَهُمْ فِي الدُّنْيَا وَلَكُمْ فِي الْآخِرَةِ. Indeed, such things are for them, the disbelievers in this world, and for you, the believers, in the year after. That means it is not for us in this world to use that. So, and this hadith is reported by Imam Al-Bukhari and Imam Muslim rahimahullah ta'ala. What is the reason for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forbid, and also Rasulullah forbid us from using this? Because the moment we have, okay, who normally has things made of gold? Rich people. Okay, even we have our bank saving $10,000, let's say. I believe none of us afford to have gold plate, gold cup, or tap. That's why they say even ablution also. You can't use the water to take ablution, the water which comes out from the tap, which is made of gold, pure gold. It is not for us, for a believer. Why? When we have all these things at home, we will start to have the sifat or the character of an ignorant, arrogant. We will start to have proud, bright, show off to people. I'm rich, I'm well-to-do. That's why when we see in Islam teaches us why we have zakat. Not only we keep to ourselves, we share to people. In the same time where what we say is that if a woman has a lot of jewelries at home, gold jewelries, so what happened? She gives zakat. When she gives zakat, that means she shares her or the husband his wealth with other people. So when you have all these things, the pride is there, takabur riya. Okay, the problem is that you will be the friend of the shaitan. You'll be far away from Allah. You start to look down on the poor and needy. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to prevent us from that character. People can say, Ustaz, no, I will not be like this. We can reflect ourselves, or we can reflect people whom we have seen. Okay? When they start their life, they have nothing. But when they be somebody, you can see the ignorant. It's automatically. It can be through action, it can be through words. Some people not by words, but through their action. It's different a person before he be somebody, he used to be like that. That means that is norm. When he be somebody, the thing is still with him. That is not say because he becomes somebody, that's why he's like that. That is his style. So because of that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam don't want us to fall into that trap. Because we are layman, we are a weak person who will easily fall into the trap. So that's why Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam warned us. Even a woman who has a lot of jewelries, who wore a lot of jewelries and goes out for wedding or any function, start to show off, start to talk to people proudly. Oh, my husband buy this for me. This one, you see, this one new and there. Start to show off. Let's say you are the one who is not well to do, but well to buy jewelries, and someone who have a lot of jewelries to come and show it to you. How you feel? Let's say you're a person who afford to buy only 3-room flat, but someone who buys 4-room flat and comes talk to you proudly about the 4-room flat. Or a person who buy a private landed property and you are just staying at HDB flat and he comes and talk to you. So how? That's why Islam teaches us to be moderate. Not say you cannot, but when you buy, when you can, but you must know how to take care of the character of the arrogant. That is very, very important, because that's where shaitan will normally influence us. So from this hadith is very straightly says that we are not allowed to use any utensils which is made of gold and silver, regardless of whether it's plate, whether it's tray or cup. Fork and spoon also. It's different when you say, oh Ustaz, I go to, let's say if you go to Serangoon, the culture of Indian, you go to the shops to eat thosai or other Indian foods, you say they serve you. That is not a pure silver, it's an aluminium. Okay, pure silver is not that easy to get bent or dent or what, no. Okay, so that is different. When I learned this ruling, my house, my parents used to use that kind of aluminium, that stainless steel, that plates. So I thought, oh, that's forbidden. But at the end, when we look through, no, that is not the pure silver. Fiddah is not falls under that fiddah. So that's why it's very important for us to understand that. Second hadith, wa an ummi Salamah radhiyallahu ta'ala anha qalat, qala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, alladhi yashrabu fi ina'il fiddati innama tajarjiru fi batnihi nara jahannam. Muttafaqun alayh. Narrated Salamah radhiyallahu anha. So who is Salamah? She is Hind bint Abu Umayyah. She was married to Abu Salama and migrated with him to Abyssinia, where we call it in English Ethiopia, and then to Al-Madinah. When Abu Salama died from an injury he had sustained during the Battle of Uhud, the Prophet ﷺ married her in Shawwal 4 Hijriah. It is said that she died in 59 Hijriah or 62 Hijriah at the age of 84 years old and was buried at Al-Baqi. Allah's Messenger ﷺ said, he who drinks in a silver utensil is only swallowing the fire of hell in his stomach. Hadith reported by Al-Bukhari and Muslim rahimahullah ta'ala. So this is what Prophet has mentioned, that whoever drinks, okay, that means whoever use the silver utensils, so actually he is swallowing the fire of the health in the stomach. Okay, and Prophet mentioned silver. Silver is a less grade from gold. So how if we drink or eat something from gold? It's still going to be the same. So remember, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam, let's say we go overseas, someone is going to offer us some food, some drink, and we find that this is, let's say, silver or gold. Clarify with them. Ask them, is this a pure gold? If they say no, then it's okay. If they cheat us, they will be held responsible for that, not we. But remember, when people come back from Mecca, they buy the set where to pour the Zamzam water. That is not pure gold. Okay, it's bronze. Sometimes the color looks like gold. But there's no harm for us to clarify. But clarify nicely. Because sometimes we go to the people's house who serve us food, they know basic Islamic rulings. But it's no harm for us to clarify, because it is our duty, our responsible. We don't assume things. Like for me as a Naib Qadi, when I go nikah of someone, if I see the witness, when I see the way he wear the chain or ring or bracelet, there is something I see like a gold color. So I ask, sorry sir, I'd like to clarify, what you're wearing, is it a pure gold? No, Ustaz, it's not pure gold. Oh, okay. I said, sorry, it's my responsibility to clarify. That's it. So if he's not happy, I cannot do anything. But ask him nicely, that's my part to clarify. So the same thing goes. In Singapore, I believe none of us have a silver or gold utensils. But if you're going overseas, we have someone who is living there, well-to-do and everything. So we goes to their house, we find they give us food or drink or something, we suspect this is something, we can clarify with them nicely. There's no harm. But remember, okay, if we forgot, that is different story. But this is talking about pure gold. If there's only a few % of it is mixed, let's say, this cup, let's say bronze is 85% and only 15% gold is mixed. So it's not called gold, it's bronze, because bronze is high. So there's no issue about that. That same thing goes if you buy a ring where only 15% gold, 85% bronze. So bronze is there. The gold is very few. So that's why it's very important for us to clarify. So how many, if they say got a bit of gold, a bit is how much? Oh, only 5%, 10%. Okay. But let's say there's about 5-6 things are mixed and gold is higher than the 4 things. Let's say got 5 things, gold is 40%, others is 15. So made of 100. So this 40% is gold. So that means the gold is more. So it's still considered gold. Okay?
حي على الفلاح